Hey everybody, welcome to another cover Slingers Showdown. I've got the name of my own show for a second there. Be on your best behaviour, guys, as this week the women are in charge. Well, at least they are on the covers of our comics, as women in charge is this week's theme. I'm your host, the Grey Man. My Lisa is a great woman and we are equals in all things in our relationship. Well, that's what she tells me to say anyway. And I'm joined by the following hen-pecked hombres. This guy is confident in himself and has no problem with women being in charge. In fact, he pays Madam Whiplash a lot of money for exactly those sort of services. It's Mark from Suddenly Comics.
I want to know how you found that out, Gray.
Sorry, mate. This guy has no trouble with his woman unless she gets a puncture and he has to get her repaired. It's Rosko! Where's his button? There he is. There he is.
I knew you would say Rosko.
There's his Easter bunny.
Definitely a rabbit.
Some say that this slinger's wife wears the trousers in their relationship. That's not necessarily true. He just happens to find skirts more comfortable sometimes. It's Bill from Comic Mag's Musings. You know it's true. This guy has lots of women in charge in his life. After all, they're not putting dollar bills in his underwear. It's Rayman!
Yes, they are! They're putting dollar bills in my underwear! Look! They got them!
Okay. And here's the woman who's always in charge on this show. It's our benevolent judge, Matilda Gothica! Yeah.
You won't pay for that joke.
Yeah, he should, shouldn't he?
I always do.
He'll pay in spades.
If I try sugar and honey or blinking sourness, I'll still get to pay for it from you. So
That's right.
Whatever attempts I make to placate the beast. Okay.
I love how Mr. Ray is always ready. He already had boxers with dollar bills on.
It's almost as if he's read my blinking description.
I gotta get the money. I gotta get my money.
The scary part is he had no foreknowledge of what Grey Man was going to say.
I had no clue whatsoever.
He has everything in the kitchen sink in there.
Go, Ray. What you got first for us?
All right, Ray, hit us with
it. In the big screen. I can actually.
Oh, all right. Here we go. We have the Warlord and the Cobra
Bring
Queen.
forth the bitches.
The Cobra Queen sitting in her queen chair. I'd say definitely she is in charge of this cover.
I'd say that Snake's in charge, sir.
That's what I like, a chained up beefy man.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think she's got a bad case of jaundice.
I think you're right.
I think Mr. Gray would still like her.
Either that or she's cowardly, and you can't be in charge if you're a coward. She's yellow, right? She's yellow.
Sitting awkward. I mean, come on, look at that chair. Whoever built that should be fired.
There is nothing
worse. It's a Cobra chair.
Look at his
Hey, she has chunky thighs. Some men like that.
Yeah, of course.
She's definitely in charge there.
Slap and wide the way, Matilda.
It's okay, Ray. It's a shame about the art.
Yeah.
There's nothing worse than a blinking semi-clad barbarian coming around your house and rubbing his nuts all over your carpet. Look what he's doing there. It's like when a dog drags his ass on the blinking rug. It's like,
I know, Gray, how often does that happen? Every day.
I live in
London. Barbarians coming and rubbing their nuts on your door.
Yeah,
it can happen. You know, they like to leave their mark. You know, it's like leaving their scent. You know, it's like, oh, come on. Lisa, you had barbarians round again. I'm like, cool, blimey, it smells in here.
I must say, I wouldn't complain if he came to rub himself on my carpet.
Okay.
A lot of innuendos there. Let's.
I mean, the carpet on the floor.
Of course.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we're gonna get flagged for this one. It's a good thing it's not a kids' show. Mr. Knob is not here, so don't worry, you will win. As he tells us. Mr. Gray, Mr. Man Cave has to come on again. He misses us. Remember that. All right, yeah, we definitely have a lady. It looks like she's in charge. She's sitting in her awkward cobra chair. I think it's just the tongue they build, and then she has one leg between where it splits.
Let's hope that.
And that's why it looks weird.
Yeah, it looks weird.
That's called a fork tongue.
Yeah, that's why her sitting looks awkward, I think.
Rayman
Other than that, she's nicely equipped.
That's what I'm
and she does look in charge. And then she's got the big tough barbarian chain, so that's points. I'll give this cover a 9 for the jaundice lady.
Thank you, my dear. Thank you.
Criminal,
All right, next bitch.
Let's go to the barbarian who's always rubbing his nuts on the
Oh,
carpet.
Matilda, you've got me all excited now. That's what Miss Whiplash calls me on a Tuesday evening.
Some lady.
Oh.
So we have got a Batman, and we have got
that's not
Catwoman.
poison
Catwoman
ivy,
is the woman
right?
in green. That is an unusual Catwoman suit.
It is.
Catwoman, really?
Yeah,
green with envy.
And these two women are clearly in charge. You know, Batman is
Or
lying
fighting
there
over
on the
Betsy.
ground, prone, and he's at the mercy.
Hi,
of the-
Jackson.
But if they're both at loggerheads of each other, then surely neither of them is in charge. They're vying.
No, they're both in charge. They're women. The women are in charge. Clearly.
Well, until Betsy wakes up, that is.
That's literally women in charge, isn't it?
That is literally women in charge because there's two of them.
Yeah.
And they're charging at each other.
Yeah.
Exactly. You've got it. Matilda.
Very literal, Mr. Mark.
It's a
Yeah.
funny shade of yellow you've got on that cover. It's not purple, is it? It's definitely
It's
yellow.
detracting. It's detracting.
It's purple. There's some lovely purple background
It's
there.
not Matilda's
And
favourite colour
orange.
purple, is it? Oh, gosh.
Matilda,
Orange, purple, and some orange.
I would like to proffer, if they're fighting over Batman, wouldn't he ultimately be in charge then?
No,
Yeah.
that's a good.
Yes, no.
You see, you're speaking as a member of the patriarchy. You're old-fashioned, mate.
That's my misogyny coming through, isn't it,
And
Mark?
clearly, the women have the choice here over who gets him, not Batman. No,
They're doing the
you're living
old-fashioned thing of fighting each other, and who wins takes them. So
Yeah.
Batman wins either way.
Doesn't
He
it?
either gets Catwoman or he gets Batgirl.
How about
They both want to take him back to their cave.
The way I see it, Batsy wins either way. So he's not in charge, but he's about to reap the benefits
yes.
of whoever wins that cat fight. Now, when I imagined in charge, I thought, more like what's her name from the G.I. Joe, the Cobra's assistant lady. Whatever her name is, I imagined her standing about the G.I. Joes. Yes, that one.
Mm-hmm.
But still,
Interesting
they are
foreshadowing, by the
charging.
way. I'll leave it at that.
We're gonna get the Baroness then. Yeah, this is what Batgirl's in charge while Batman's down, so that does count. I will give this one an 8.
More than fair. More than fair.
An 8.
Mm-hmm.
An 8?
All right, then let's go to Under the Thumb.
How the hell did that get less than that Warlord? I have no idea.
Well, you see, you're lacking a half-naked man in chains.
Exactly.
Okay, all right.
Here comes the barbarian.
All right. What's more in charge than an empress? Much like Josephine, we have Empress. Issue number 1. Stuart Immonen.
Ooh,
Or
an
Immonen.
Empress. Oh, she has my hair. I already like her.
I figured you would. You two are both lovely, Matilda. So I figured you'd hit it off.
I feel you, sister. Brushing
She's
that
got your
hair
whole
is a mess.
control, Matilda.
She's
An
got
empress
my-
is
yeah.
always in charge.
She's got your whole
My horns
control.
are redder than the front, actually.
I don't see there's any actual.
I don't.
Although she may be an empress, there's no actual
Right.
suggestion that she's in charge. That might not be the empress for all we know.
You
Also,
need
how do we know
suggest
that
an
woman is the
title.
Empress?
She doesn't even have a crown.
The
or
comic is
anything.
called
Well,
Empress.
she's the empress, so
And she is the
technically
empress
that
as well.
automatically makes her
No,
in
we don't know
charge.
that.
That's true.
It could be the guy with the gun who identifies as an empress.
It could be.
Yeah.
He's a pet cat. He might have a pet cat called Empress or
True.
something like that. Or
But this is from 2016. We didn't respect that identification back then.
Oh, okay, that's true.
I don't know. I don't think it's really. She may be in charge as an empress, but I don't know. Nothing about the cover sort of suggests to me she's in charge.
Finally, we have a cover of
Bill is
someone who's
going
in
there.
charge.
Well, being an empress, that would suggest that she is in charge. She is
Wouldn't
an
it?
empress.
She might have been
We
deposed.
really don't see on the cover how she's in charge. Just standing there like this,
Yeah.
all imposing. Now she was standing above some chained people and whipping them. Yes,
Was she? Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
but she's not.
Actually.
The art's okay. Yeah, not too much suggestion here. I'll give her a 7.
All right.
Okie dokie. That's one more than it deserved, but well done. Okay, then let's go to our little empress.
There's our blue bunny.
Oh.
Oh, he's
All
going
right,
for the
so-
cute notes.
I didn't want to miss this week, and so
Our
I'm just.
Playboy bunny.
I just want to.
Oh,
but I didn't.
Roscoe's
But I,
a playboy, all right.
He's more of a rampant rabbit, I think.
so I'm trying my best this week. I just wanted to be on and hang out with you guys, and I miss you guys. Thank you so much.
It's been a while,
I
mate.
missed
It's been
hanging
a
out
while.
with you guys. Yeah. So, but shout out to
Man,
Kat.
Rosko, you never had really good friends, have you?
What? I got really good friends.
Right there. All right.
I just appreciate you guys, But anyway, shout out to Captain and Tori. They actually AOK'd me this book. But I love my Rocco's Modern Life, and Paula is definitely.
I was hoping we'd see some boobs after you said Cap sent that to you.
Well, I got those later. Well, yeah,
Yeah.
you said you wanted half naked, so there's a couple.
Nah, that's not what I was hoping or imagining.
On the front is a young Roscoe after a teeth cleaning at the dentist.
Modern Damn.
Oh, hi, Andrew.
She is in charge.
Is she? Okay.
It's
That's,
almost like Roscoe's Modern Life.
Almost.
Almost.
Almost. It's Roscoe's Modern Life. He also knows the crazy ginger.
Are you a turtle or a rabbit, sir?
No, are you a bunny or
Depends.
a rabbit?
How much you paying? No, just kidding.
He's a cabot.
I think rabbits are the one with the ears down. Bunnies are the ones with the ears up.
I don't know.
Oh.
Well, I think there's a difference between a hare and a rabbit, not necessarily between a bunny and a rabbit.
Oh yeah, there is a hare too.
Yeah.
I think he's a very hairy hair.
All right,
He's a mad
that is definitely more in the direction of a woman in charge. We have the crazy literal humanoid cat lady.
Mm-hmm.
And it does look like she's about to kill Rosko and his bull friend.
Yeah.
Definitely in charge. I miss Roscoe's, Modern Life. I used to watch that. I will give this one an 8.
Cool. Blimey.
I'll take it.
Blooming heck. The 7's in this
You'll
round.
take it and you'll like it.
Look at the
Much like the paddlings he pays for,
Still,
he'll
after
take
that.
it.
Oh, man. All right, let's go with the first 10 of this week. Then I'm sure you can't be any more in charge than this cover.
Where's Kal-El?
It's also who are they in charge of? Obviously, it's not as powerful as Superman. Bending to kiss the boot means you're really in charge. I command you to kiss my boot, Superman. Let the whole world see you've become my slave. And there he is, towering to Star Sapphire.
I love Lois's outfit.
I remember this one.
That's Star
you're right.
Sapphire.
Yeah,
Star Sapphire.
No, it's
Green
not.
Lantern,
this a couple of weeks ago.
Hello. No, I didn't. It is actually Lois Lane as a Star Sapphire. I forgot that until you mentioned it just then. It is actually Lois, but she was possessed by Star Sapphire at that point. I've forgotten about that.
You showed this for Boots.
I showed it for something a long time ago, yeah.
It's a good cover.
But that's Lois also in the background, right, Mr. Gray?
No, actually, I can't remember now. No, it is Star Sapphire then. No, because it must be Lois.
Oh, there he is.
I'm confused now. I can't remember. I'm sure Lois became Star Sapphire for a minute. But yeah, no, I think it is Star Sapphire.
Alex is like, maybe Superman's just into weird stuff.
He probably is.
Well, yeah.
He said, Mark told me
just
about
another
this once. Let
ploy
me
by
try it out.
Lois to get Superman to marry her.
Simple Simon says 11. All right, for this cover. Lex 11 for this cover, guys. You know,
you could have really used Simon today.
Lex 11.
You would have given that cover
where is he,
a 20.
I think it's tough for Simon, isn't it? With the times.
Yeah, because it's really early in the morning for him.
Yeah.
Like what, 4 or 5 in the morning.
Jackson says Superman's checking for gum.
God. Hey, Jackson would chew the gum off her boot. Jackson would pay money to chew the gum off her boot. So you know what kind of freaky boy he is. So let's not go there.
I would only do it. I wouldn't do it, but if I had to, she better have polished those boots.
Yeah. Well, not if she's been walking through the city of New Orleans, he wouldn't. Ugh. Can you imagine?
She's been walking anywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, Superman's an alien, so hopefully the germs don't kill him.
Good
but
point.
yeah, that is definitely a woman in charge.
Sort of.
Superman is obeying her commands.
Yep. Yeah, a little
That
bit.
is a 10.
Exactly.
That is very good.
Wow.
Has to be, guys. Don't making silly noises of disbelief, guys.
How did that? You've got two women doing Batman. There's only one woman doing Superman.
He's just unconscious for a bit. He's on his knees.
Well, if they had Batsy tied up, then yeah, they'd be in charge.
Further than his knees, he's on his back, mate.
He's unconscious. That's all. He's been knocked out. There's two women fighting to be in charge on your cover. No single one of them is in charge because they're fighting each other. You know, let's not belabor the point. But...
No. Women in charge. Women in charge. There are two women. There's one woman on yours.
But they're not both
they're charging at each other.
At the same time. There's a balance of power going on there that hasn't been decided yet.
Are you suggesting, Gray Man, that if they're both in charge, then neither is in charge?
Yeah, because they're fighting against each other. They both want to be in charge.
Another vote for Mr. Ray.
In charge at this particular moment in time. I rest my case. I don't vote for that Rayman crap, people. Come on.
Well, too bad, Mr. Gray. We already have 3 votes for Mr. Ray. If no one else votes, I think Mr. Ray takes it.
You're all
I
crazy.
think Mr. Ray takes it, even if a couple other people do.
Oh, another vote for Rosko. Sorry, a vote for Rosko. One from Mr. Gray.
Thanks.
Hello, Ben.
All right,
Thanks,
then.
Alex.
All right, it looks like Mr. Ray
thanks for coming, Jury. You're all stupid, but thanks for coming. There we go.
That's how you get the vote.
Love it.
Oh my God.
Starfire is pretty, Mr. Gray, but she doesn't have the boobs that snake.
Only Ben Compton is the sensible guy in the chat. Thank you, Ben.
I see the
his channel. He does some wonderful videos.
When you see a woman with 2 big guns
Whoa.
protecting 3 little children on Halloween, she is definitely in charge. This is Ghost number 7. Now check out those
are
guns.
some impressive bazingas, I will say.
And notice Matilda. A little Hellboy.
Oh, that is so
A little Hellboy, Matilda.
Oh.
He's got a
foul. Falling foul.
mask.
No, look at those. Definitely in charge.
Pandering. That cover doesn't say anything about her being in charge, but it's got Hellboy and it's got boobs, so we know what Matilda's got to say. So there's little point in like belaboring the point of how in charge is she? What's she in charge of?
She's in charge of taking care of the kids.
In charge of babysitting.
Helping the kids. She's in charge.
Impressive guns, and I like the pistols as well.
That's like a school teacher is in charge of her students.
Honestly. Who was supervising you when you
best babysitter ever?
That cover should vanish, right?
Yeah.
All right.
It just did.
Hey, she's in charge of the children, and one
In
hell of
charge
a
of the children.
Yeah, she's trying to steal their candy. Actually,
Yeah.
I think Jackson's right.
That's right. If she's in charge of the children, she's not very good at being in charge because she shouldn't be carrying loaded weapons around with children.
Are you kidding? What kid would love a babysitter with 2 guns?
That's disgraceful. That's disgraceful. She should be knocked off the
That's
babysitter.
awesome.
If you ask me.
That is awesome.
I would dock her pay by at least $10 an hour.
Yeah, get him, Matilda. Get him for that one.
But why don't the kids has a mask of the mask? I mean, what more could you want? That's amazing. And the Hellboy mask, even more amazing. So yeah, that I'm giving this one a 9.
Oh, thank you, my dear. Thank you. Thank you.
That's not what you was gonna
Pandering, Ray. Pandering. It's shameful.
Pandering to the
Really.
judge.
Yeah. Talking of pandas, let's go to.
Right, so we've got Catwoman again. This time she's in a different costume.
The skin tight costume. Bob is drooling somewhere in America.
This is an embossed cover. So
Oh,
the
yeah.
boobies are actually.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
you've rubbed it nearly flat, haven't you?
You can't see the embossment anymore.
Hey,
The boobies are 3D
is this
boobies.
tied over to
Exactly.
I'm impressed.
Yes, and look,
Something Mark
I
heard
don't
rarely,
know,
by the way.
They are defying gravity, and I know Matilda like that.
Well, that skin tight suits, they're not defining gravity. They can't fucking move.
Exactly.
So look at that. She
Just
is
the way
definitely
Mark
in
likes it,
charge.
by the way.
If she was around my house, she'd be in charge.
Bob's disco stick is tingling somewhere.
If she was round your house, she'd be fighting your missus like that Lois Lane cover. With,
Oh, well, that's
is
true. Yeah,
great.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
And you'd be a cat
The
inside a
missus
cage.
would probably win, to be fair.
Yeah, that's because she's
Oh,
British.
my.
Uh-huh.
Oh, man.
Good.
So knock them
Ah.
both point down Matilda for having the same cover. That's what I say.
Oh,
Knock
my
them
God.
Come on, Mr. Gray. How many times has that
having
happened?
the same cover.
Okay, that is cool. Catwoman's hot in that suit, but that's because it looks like they just painted over her skin.
Right. Lazy,
Who is she
right?
in charge of? There's no one else on that cover for her to be in charge of.
Yeah,
She's in charge of the
thing is
person
here
watching
she's
the
in
cover.
charge of.
Yeah.
I mean, she's stealing, so yeah, she's
Yeah.
being a good thief, but she's not really in charge of anything in particular.
Oh, it's
Well,
puzzling.
she's in
yeah.
charge of the heist. She's running the heist.
Well, yeah, I suppose she is.
She's in charge of robbing the bank.
Maybe.
Oh yeah, but I mean, we know she works alone, but
He's
although she's
reaching,
in charge.
Matilda.
I was imagining something different.
He's
But
reaching
still,
on it.
that is sexy, so I'll give it an 8.
Ugh.
Okay. All right then. So if sexy gets points, there's only 5 points for Bill in this next round.
All right. Ask, and you shall receive.
She's in charge of why everyone CGC'd their comics.
The Baroness.
Ah,
I am the
Baroness.
commander.
Hello, Baroness.
I am the Baroness. I am Cobra Commander.
How did
She's
you
in
kill
charge,
him?
all right.
Is that his head?
Gosh knows.
What?
That's a very weird.
See how it was
That's it.
how it was violently removed from the rest of them.
Oh, she cut his head off.
That's not his
Taken
head,
over.
right? He wears this sort of like a
What
sniper
on earth?
mask.
What on earth has she done to her body? Like
Yeah.
a spine looks like some weird, like her pelvis is thrust more forward than her back, which is going kind of backwards and to the side.
Well, she's
It's
done
like-
a lot of pelvic thrust exercises.
Yeah, she done her. She put her back out, chopping his head off or something. It's
Not
like
sure.
some
You mean
weird,
that area?
weird bits going on
No,
there.
I'm pretty sure that's her in Bliss after murder.
Yes, it is. Murderous bliss. They call it.
Let's all do the Baroness.
That's Howard with the
I don't
beautiful
think
cover
you
art.
can't pull it off, Mr. Gray. You don't have
She
the
looks like she's about to
bazillions.
fall over backwards. That's all I'm saying. She's not even in charge of gravity on that panel. She's about to fall over.
You're falling on
Well,
deaf ears, sir.
Exactly. What is she in charge of? I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
The entire criminal organization.
Well, it does say so on the comic, so
Doesn't it?
yeah.
She's
Well, if that is a head tucked in her arm, then I guess she murdered Commander Cobra. That
It is a head
would
tucked
make
in her
her
arm,
in charge. Yes,
But I don't
that
believe
would
that's
make her in
Cobra
charge.
Commander's head.
Well, she murdered someone, unless
did.
that's a helmet. I don't
maybe.
know. But anyway, again, sexy, but you can't really tell. But I'll give it an 8.
Okie
All
dokie.
right.
Right then, sexy, but you can't tell. It's Rosko.
All right, so there's
Rosko, pull out the boobs.
Ooh.
All right, so there's one
Yours,
female lady in charge and of all the toys in all the world, and that's Barbie. She is always in charge.
Oh, hello, Janet.
Oh, dearie me.
And if you wanted to make sure, she does charge because she charges on her charge card.
Oh my god! God! Oh my dearie me!
Oh,
Barbie.
no.
Barbie's always in charge.
Don't let him get away.
Wait a minute. What about Ken?
Mr.
What does
Mark,
Ken say
Mr.
about
Werewolf's still thinking about your knockers.
Yeah. Talking of Barbie, I did a review of the trailer reaction to the new Barbie movie.
Yeah,
I've
it looks
got
like
a new
shit.
channel. I've got a new channel, The Grey Man Reacts. I don't suppose Jackson could find the link and stick it in the thing so everyone can hopefully sub it up. It needs more subs. But yeah, if you could do that, that'd be nice.
You started a reaction channel, Mr. Gray?
Yeah, I started a new channel, mate. Started a new channel just to try, because if you do all one thing on the channel, the algorithm's better. Because I do so much crap on my channel, like people who relate to one thing can't bother to watch the rest of the stuff, and so the algorithm goes down the toilet. So I'm doing a channel reactions to all kinds of crap.
Yeah, Greyman actually told me to play this so he could promote his new channel today.
But that's because I was in charge, Rosko. I was in charge, and I'm not a woman.
I really think they shouldn't have made Barbie a live action. It doesn't look the same.
No, the jokes are quite funny. What I saw.
Not to mention, Margot Robbie's a bit too old.
No, fair enough.
I think.
I just subscribed.
Should have someone in their mid-20s. Margot Robbie's like 30-something.
Has anyone noticed that Bill looks like Crystal Ken if he was like melted for a few hours?
Hang on a minute. Barbie was first created the same year I was born, so she's the same age as me.
Yeah,
so Margot Robbie is about 30 years too young to play Barbie.
Barbie hasn't been around since 37, Mark. That's
Mark,
ridiculous.
you should play that.
It's plastic. She is plastic.
Well, yeah, I mean, Barbie's a bloody fantasy. I wish people would remember that.
She is.
All right. I don't know what. Okay, Barbie has her credit card, so she's in charge of the money.
Yeah, kind of weak,
She's
right?
not really in charge of anything on the cover.
No.
Barbie's not my fantasy. I prefer my women not to
But I will give you points of creativity. I did not think we'd see Barbie, so I'll give it a 7.
Yeah, he's
Very
had
generous.
he's had a couple months to come up with something good, Matilda. Let's keep that in mind.
All right then, guys, feast your eyes upon this one. So
I look more in charge on the thumbnail.
there is no woman more in charge than one who can get what she wants without even having to say a word. Yeah, you know when
OnlyFans models.
You know when you're properly under the thumb, when the woman doesn't even say anything, and you do what you know she wants you to do. So we've got a Batman comic here. Robin saying, "That woman's destroying you, Batman, and you won't admit it. Either she goes or I do." And Batman says, "The door is that way, chum. Goodbye."
Yeah, this one.
So basically, she doesn't have to say anything. She doesn't even have to say anything for Batman to tell his
No, seriously, is that Natasha Romanoff?
No.
Wait a minute. Batman is telling her to leave. Who's in charge?
Why is Black Widow in a Batman comic, Greyman? That doesn't make sense.
Al Ghul. Well, in that case, if it's Black Widow, she's so in charge that she doesn't care about Marvel and DC being so. That's where you want to go with this, guys.
Hang on. Great. Batman is
Talia.
telling this woman to leave, so he's in charge.
Yeah.
No, she's telling Robin to leave.
Yeah.
Robin is saying it's me or that woman, and he just said, "The door's that way, chum. Goodbye."
Yeah, he's telling the woman
Batman's in charge.
get out of here.
Telling the woman he's addressed what he just spoke. What Robin had just said to him.
I will say this: Robin has nicer legs, so Batman, maybe you should consider.
Yeah. Well, I think he did because he and the woman are chums, Matilda. So he's telling her, "Hey, take a hike." Robin doesn't like it.
Oh, Bill, you try so hard, mate. Your logic, like your face, is flawed, mate. You just no way. Obviously, he's looking at Robin. He's addressing Robin and his argument. This woman is.
I love how he has that stance of
She is so in charge.
I think there should be -2 points for no boobies, but +1 point for an arse.
Hey, look.
That's got
some people prefer bottoms. What can I say?
That ass is a bit flat, Mr. Gray.
It is, isn't it?
Like
he hears that a lot, by the way.
Like Phil's argument, this is the arse is a bit flat. It doesn't matter. She's still in
peaches
charge.
or melons. Peaches or melons.
We're not measuring the size of the arse, otherwise Bill would win every week. We're measuring the woman in chargeness of the cover and the greatness of the art, and this is 10.
Well, the thing is, if Talia was telling him,
right?
Listen, either it's me or him.
She's that in charge. She's that in charge. She hasn't even got to voice it. That's the whole thing. She's so in charge.
That doesn't make her in charge. That makes her a manipulative bitch.
Exactly.
She can't be in charge, but she's more of a bitch.
Tough to call, yeah.
She's just standing there. I want some charisma, not showing me your ass.
Yeah.
The arse has got nothing to do with it, Matilda. The arse has got nothing to do with the argument or the cover. It just happens to be there. The argument
is to the point where I don't even want this issue.
I haven't even got to say a word.
I mean, it's just a woman standing there. She's not doing anything.
Exactly. She doesn't want to. She doesn't have to say a word. She's so in charge that he's doing what she wants without her even have to tell him.
Look, you can say that she's in charge, but you can also argue.
I know you guys are thick as pig shit, but you can't understand what I'm saying.
Don't let him mouth off to you, Matilda. Punish him for that.
Whatever.
Yeah, I agree with Matilda.
Get on with it.
I think Matty's just thinking with his bad dong.
Yeah.
More than with his bad brain.
Exactly. And why is he doing that? Because she's in charge.
Makes you not want to collect Batman anymore, you know?
I will give this a 7.
Yeah, 7.
That's
what I figured.
Okie dokie. You're all talking bollocks. We're going to
Hey, you got the same as me, Greyman.
Wow. I know. It's ridiculous. Obviously, you guys can't think out difficult concepts for you guys. Obviously, you've got to see tits to understand what's going on. If you're not seeing tits, then it's like, I don't understand. I don't understand the concept. What is it?
All right, one vote for Mr. Bill.
It hasn't got tits on it. I don't get it. Where's the tits? It's women in charge, not women with tits, guys. Honestly. I think I said last week, crack one out before we start the show, so you've got other things on your mind other than blinking.
I tried that, Mr. Gray. It doesn't work.
Thanks, Nauman.
All right, we got 2 votes for Mr. Bill, 1 for Mr. Gray, 1 for Mr. Mark, and 1 for Rosko. So far, Mr. Bill's in the lead.
Why?
And a 10 spot.
We got 1 for Mr. Ray. Oh, hello, Paulo. Good to see you.
Hey, Paulo.
Cheers, Werewolf. Cheers, Werewolf.
Nobody brought it.
How can you be voting for Ray? There's no one in charge on that bloody cover.
Why? Now they're voting for Mr. Bill.
Right,
Mr.
that
Bill
is the best comic. Whole competition. Other than my last one. You're all crazy.
Mr. Bill gets the extra 3 points.
Right. What show again? That wasn't that woman with the bad spine. Did he get bonus points for the bad spine woman?
What to do, Mr. Gray? Boobs equal weird posture equals
seriously, I don't know why I bother doing this show. I'm never going to win this show again, ever. It's obvious.
Well, if you won all the time, it wouldn't be fun now, would it?
It's not fun. Trust me, it's not fun. I get nothing but arguments from the jury. You haven't got a bloody idea. I got arguments from the panel. We haven't got a bloody clue. The judge is like, "What the hell? Get her head out of the sand and think properly for once." But
Get him, Ray.
What can I do? I'm doomed.
All
Doomed,
right,
I tell you. Doomed.
A beautiful George
Much like
Perez
your sense
cover.
of humor.
I'm gonna just show the book. George Perez won the woman in bondage on the ground with a bunch of little demons.
Simon is wet somewhere.
And this woman is, I don't know, who is she? Some kind of a witch is in charge.
I like the style.
So what we're
And I
seeing here
love
is
her
Wonder Woman
dress.
very much not in charge.
Yeah,
how
Wonder
do we know?
Woman is not in
Wonder
charge.
Woman's not in charge. So
Maybe the
No,
witch
the
is an
other woman is
emissary
in
of someone
charge.
who's in
Yeah.
charge.
She is in charge.
I don't know.
Or is that skull thing in charge?
Yeah.
No, that's what she's
The
using.
glowing skull
That's-
is in charge.
That's her magic powers.
Maybe it's his
Ah,
magic
look
power.
at all the bugs too.
Yeah,
Now
all
that
the little
woman
bugs.
whipped Wonder Woman into shape.
I personally don't see how one woman being in charge of another woman fits the theme. I thought it would have been women in charge of people who weren't also women because
Well,
kind of,
No,
one
no,
woman not being in
women
charge
in
should take
charge
women in
over
charge, surely.
everyone. Why, you
That's
think
my
women
personal
can't be
feeling.
in charge of other women? Come on, Mr. Gray.
I think this one.
No, I
could
don't think
fit
so.
it.
Not for this theme. I don't think so. The idea that I don't know, whatever. I would say not.
I
but there
don't
you go.
know. Okay, give me a whip. I'd whip a few girls.
Yeah, but it just feels
It's
to
like
me.
you've been reading Mark's diary, Matilda.
It's like the woman not in charge, the woman being
Oi.
subjugated, counteract the woman being in charge. To my mind, but there you go.
Hey, there's a woman in charge of the other woman.
Could be, yes.
I'd be
Woman
happy
in
to spend a
charge.
day with either of them.
I bet you would.
Now that is big dick energy. You see that lady, that witch lady? She's lying on the bed.
Mhm.
She's relaxed. She has her wine glass.
Yeah.
She's just using one hand to use magic to knock down Wonder Woman. That is
Exactly.
it. That is badassery. 10.
Thank
Oh.
you.
What?
Thank you, my dear. Thank you.
That was an awful one, Gray. You got away
No,
with
it
one there.
wasn't.
Yeah, Bill, you sucked up to the judge and agreed with her like the mewling little blinking toady that you are. Oh, that's right, Matilda. You're very right, Matilda. Yes, Matilda. Shall I kiss your feet, Matilda? Shall I reenact the man on that cover, Matilda? Honestly, you blinky little
I
toady.
wonder
You
you
stuck up to my
didn't.
bloody argument. Like two against the, we might have sparked one of the brain cells she has left and got her to realise that was a
Oh,
correct
get him
cover
for that
the
one,
thing.
Matilda.
No,
Get him for that one.
You're totally nature.
Mr. Gray, I'm
Just
friends
don't
with
care.
you. I don't have any brain cells left.
Oh, gosh.
Okay, I'm not going to have any argument on this one. The woman in charge is Matilda. Do you all agree?
Always.
Do you agree?
Always.
Yeah.
Here
She's
she
not even in
is.
charge of her own bodily functions.
That is
Here's
my hair.
Matilda. She is using her hair to tangle up Desperate Dan. This woman is definitely in charge.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who did that
How old
Lincoln
is this
sketch
Matilda?
cover, Mark?
It's one of the Beano artists.
Lawat, is that? Looks like Lawat.
That guy's like, oh no, what I
Laura.
stumbled upon.
Laura H.
Oh, Laura.
I love how she has ribbons in the end of her hair. It's very cute.
Mhm.
Yeah, that was you did that in the style of was it Medusa on that cover?
Yeah,
of the
so
Spider-Man,
it's a
wasn't it?
homage to the Spider-Man with Medusa.
That
attached
dude
on it.
kind of looks like Lucky Luke, but if he was beefed up.
Yeah.
That's
I can't
not very nice. Nauman said that's a flunky cover, Mark.
A funky cover.
Funky.
Why would no one mean funky?
He said funky.
Oh,
Funky.
my mistake.
Funky.
Now, Mr. Bill,
Unfortunately,
don't start wars.
Bill's vision was obscured from being so far up Matilda's backside.
When I got her to do this sketch, Matilda,
Excuse
I
me.
showed her a
My
picture of
backside is firmly seated on a chair at all times. You can't see it.
I was
A
talking
new one, too. by the
when I
way.
got her to do this sketch, I showed her a picture of you, Matilda, and said, based it on this woman,
Don't believe
Really?
him.
Why is he truly so human looking?
His nose is growing, Matilda. All right.
That's a character called
Mark
the
Nokia, they call him
you
around
Matilda
those
the Minx
parts.
from now on.
anyway, the woman is in charge, clearly.
Yeah, I can't argue your logic on that one, mate.
If I asked someone to draw me and say, all right, I want to look like a video game character and make me hot. Not like that. That
You'll
would
be Bayonetta. Bayonetta.
I'd ask him to lie. Draw me, but so I look nothing like me,
Okay.
basically. But that is 100% a lady in charge with that hair. Oh, that poor bastard.
Actually, I'm
with
sorry.
that
I
hair.
just thought of something, Matilda. Sorry. Oh, I do apologise. But Minnie the Minx is a girl. She has not achieved womanhood yet. She's a female in charge. not a woman in charge. I just feel sorry, Mark.
Ray,
Oh, you really messed up there, man. I think she's got to be at least 18 before she can be classified as a woman.
You don't think she's a woman?
No, she's not matured enough to be a woman. You've got an adult human female.
No.
Well, she's still a female. She still counts as a woman. She's still in charge.
Matilda, is the category females in charge or women in charge? Just to clarify, what did you put on the actual picture for this? It was women in charge, wasn't it? So it's not female.
Well, Minnie the Minx has been around for about 40 years, so I think she counts as a woman.
Yeah, well, she's 40. She's definitely a woman. Come on, Mr. Great. What if there's no woman?
What's the category? It's women in charge.
Very sexist of them to say that.
No, it's not. It's ageist, if anything. But it's not ageist because it's a category. We made the category.
Grey man, a woman is somebody who says she's a woman. Stop being retro.
Come on, Mr. Gray. That's a chick. Counts.
She's
anyway,
it is adorable. I'm not doubting it's a female. It's just at what point does a female become a woman?
Okay, what if she? All right, so she's not. What if she's 16?
I wasn't a man when I was 12 years old.
A woman.
Technically, 18 would be the age of womanhood.
Yeah, and
she's a girl or a woman. He has a point.
She's a girl. Oh, thanks for getting your head out of Matilda's backside. Why is it no one backs my bloody good arguments up, but everyone jumps on the shittiest arguments about my comic books? Honestly. Oh, she's not sharing her tits. Oh, yeah, she's not sharing her tits. You'll jump in like a pack of hyenas on the stupidest little comment on my comic covers, but my intelligent arguments are ignored.
Well, it took me a minute to understand what you're saying. You said gal, and I said, is he saying girl? What's a gal?
Oh, there you go. Minnie the Minx is 17.
She's no girl. Well, anyway, now, if you're done bitching, I'm giving this a 10. It's adorable.
Hey, thank you, Matilda.
That's criminal, Mark. Criminal it is.
Criminal? That's the best cover of the night.
Oh, my goodness.
Honestly.
All right.
Well, it is cute and unique.
You're right about the best cover. You're just wrong as to when
it's
it came
definitely worth
out.
an 8 or a 9, but it's not worth a 10 because it's not.
I gave him a 10 thanks to all your bitching.
No, you
I've got one.
But you do that all the time, Matilda. For God's sake.
Well, Mr. Gray,
I won't hear a word said against Matilda. I think that was excellent judging.
It's just me being a cunt.
All right. I've got a 10, no doubt. No argument, as we have Conan the Barbarian issue number 58.
Very good. I
was
hoping
Queen of the Black Coast, Bailet. And not only is she a woman in charge, she's a woman charging.
Yeah. I have to ask the question though: who is is Conan? Is Conan in charge?
She's in charge.
How can you tell?
Because I've read the stories.
Yeah, I'm a bit dubious about this because the comic is called Conan the Barbarian, not the Queen of the Black Coast.
Exactly, Mark.
Does it matter?
She's in charge of the ship. She's the captain.
And
for all you 70s kids.
Yeah. A sign of quality if it has Evil Knievel on the background. On the backside.
Yep, that's right. That's what I say.
Just a beauty. John Buscema. He could draw a time or two.
It's a nice cover. It's just that Conan's in charge, not the woman.
No.
Exactly,
that woman is about to attack him.
Yeah.
No, she's not. They're on the same side.
Not in this particular one.
Well, not in that particular instance. They're not.
Actually, yeah.
But you're right. Most of the time they were on the same side, and she was in charge. He was the first mate, essentially, of the ship.
Yeah, you can't tell it from the cover. But
no, you can't from that particular cover.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
That's my fellow 4-color fossil member.
Yes.
I'm an honorary member for those of you kids who don't know.
Who becomes the
we
king?
got a
Who
hot
becomes...
pirate lady about to charge at Conan. She's in charge of her own ship. She's captain. Definitely in charge. And we have Conan. 10.
Okay.
All right. So
All right,
I'm gonna
my buddy.
I'm gonna show a book. I'm gonna show a book that I never show ever on the show.
It's one of your favorites.
It's it actually is now one of my favorites. I just recently got it, but I'm gonna show a better Conan book than Bill.
Wow.
Oh.
Let me guess, is that one of your favorites, Rosko?
You've been waiting a while to play that.
Yeah, man. All right. So the woman on here, I know a lot of people in this community would let her take charge.
Mr. Gray would let her take charge. He loves the tentacles.
Not in that way.
Mr. Cap.
Did you pick that up at one of the conventions?
So,
No,
that is Conan number 32.
Yeah.
I have to tell you that Conan series goes up to 200 and something. If that woman was in charge, the series would be ending, wouldn't it?
Well, she's in charge on the cover.
Yeah, she's in charge of this
Definitely
right
in
now.
charge.
Yeah.
For all you hentai lovers, here you go.
I know. Right? I saw this and I was like, it was 50 cents. I couldn't pass this up.
Good deal.
So,
Yeah, you shouldn't pass it up.
That is a good way to draw in the victims. They see the head and then she grabs them with the tentacles.
Stream again, mate. A bunch of wankers, but let me tell you, I haven't heard me say that.
Yeah, Jackson Roy Kirk, that is not a woman, that is a monster, and it calls her a monster.
Nothing has to make
Damn you, Jackson.
Mark, she's got boobs. The jury don't see past that point. The jury haven't seen tentacles.
Can we have Norman
That's
determine whether or not that's a monster?
That is not a woman, that is a monster. I've never met a woman looking like that.
Well, you don't get out enough, Mark. No.
You've never been to Chernobyl, have you, Mr. Mark?
Women
never
don't look
seen
like that
hentai.
in my world. They don't have 8 tentacled things.
Mr. Mark, whatever you do, if someone tells you want to watch hentai, say no.
Okay, right. Is it not?
Say
Is it
no.
not nice?
They're all hands on. Them technical
Refuse.
women. They're all hands on in the bedroom and calamari for dinner.
Refuse, Mr. Mark, for your own sanity.
Okay, I'll
he
try to
hasn't
stay
any of
away
that
from it.
left.
Thank you very much, Matilda. I'm very innocent.
Well, Mr. Cab. But you like them with fishtails. I mean, think about it. She has all those hands to help with the,
They're not
down
hands,
below.
they're tentacles.
Tentacles on
appendages.
testicles. Don't knock it till you tried it.
They're
Cat
monsters.
likes
Mr.
labels
Gray
and
knows. He tried.
I didn't. I certainly didn't.
I know you watched hentai, don't lie.
Yeah, quit lying.
So we had a long argument about whether a woman who was 70-year-old was a girl or a woman, and now we're quite happily accepting that a woman who has got
a
purple
monster
tentacles,
is a woman.
a creature that's got purple tentacles and is called a monster.
It's a
Is a
female
woman.
monster, so.
Mark.
No, it's
I
woman.
would-
It's not female. It's woman.
Mark, I would agree with you.
Yeah.
And join you in this argument.
Uh-huh.
But what
Yeah.
is the effing point? Because every time I can make a perfectly coherent and logical argument, it's shat on by everybody in the panel. Matilda goes on a fucking lift to a 50-story building and shits on it from a great height every time I make a coherent argument. So
Actually, I can't do that. I'm a
join you in
cripple. I
your
can't get out
logical
the
coherent
room.
argument, but what is the effing point, mate? I'd just be wasting my breath like I do the rest of the show.
No,
Are
but
you
Matilda
done?
is a very intelligent woman, and she will
No,
recognize.
I'm not.
Oh,
It's
okay.
my
She
channel.
won't recognize. Okay.
Well, that
You got
back
the woman part right. That's the only thing you said right in that sentence.
Oh,
Isn't
okay.
it?
If I
Norman
was
is ruled.
intelligent, I wouldn't be here with you right now.
Norman says it's not a whale, therefore it's not a monster. He is ruled officially on this.
Well,
What is
it has
female?
the face of a woman.
And the boobs. Don't forget the boobs.
Captain's
the jury haven't forgotten
misbehaving
the boobs,
again.
trust me.
Well, we don't know. Maybe she's a shapeshifter. She shifts
Could be.
to have tentacles, so I guess she could count. And currently, she's about to kill Conan, so that makes her in charge. Thus, I shall give it a 9.
Wow.
Okie dokie.
A 9 for not a woman in charge.
Good pickup, Rosko.
Yeah.
Thanks. I'll take it.
Yes, Rosko. Now I know you like hentai.
Oh, I don't know what I want to show now.
Show boobies.
Right, let's go with.
But not yours.
Just show whatever you want.
Ah.
This invisible woman.
Is that
She's
it?
obviously
Is
in
that
charge of the
invisible
situation.
woman?
Richard.
I see Sue lost her as Mr. A would say, a marbles.
Yeah.
She did.
She lost her marbles.
Marbles. She's lost her marbles, as Ray would say.
It's a nice
Guys are
costume.
mean.
Is that Murdoch back there who's in charge, I think?
Now it's
No, he's
Storm
coming in to
who's
get
in charge.
Yeah.
I love it. Wait, what
Storm's
is Daredevil hanging on to? Is there a building there?
Probably.
Yeah, in the distance.
Off screen, yeah.
Off screen.
It's
Oh,
typical.
she beat up her husband.
Don't contemplate superhero physics too loudly.
Yeah, good point. Sue Storm turned evil and in charge.
Not for long, though.
I don't know. I think Daredevil.
Oh, it's Daredevil. gonna
Yeah,
do
I
it.
think Ray's right. I think Daredevil.
Daredevil will not have
He's in
like
charge.
Snowball's chance in hell against Sue Storm.
Yeah,
Not a chance.
especially if she puts up a field.
Fields. What's he got? A bloody stick. You know,
Oh,
there's
he's
no
got one hell of a stick.
Yeah,
according to
he's
his
got a
girlfriend.
stick, but he's got a hell of an attitude.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a blind man with a stick whacking against a woman with superpowers. Yeah, all right, mate. Good luck. Go back to lawyering.
Well,
Well, I mean, a lot of ladies were impressed with his stick. I mean, he got an
Yeah.
extra.
yes.
Neither Daredevil nor I can see how Sue is in charge of that situation.
Well, she's standing above the other heroes who are all knocked out. She has the evil pose and the crazy eyes of the Joker.
True.
She definitely looks in charge and very cool. I will give this one 9.
Ugh.
Okie dokie. Right. Let's go to the jury once again.
Neighbor's gonna be happy though. Gray likes them looking nice at him. I wish Cap was here for this one. All right, we have one vote for Mr. Bill.
Cat wanted to be here, but Toy wouldn't let
Another
him.
one for Mr. Bill. One for Mr.
Really
Ray.
appropriate, really, when you think about it. Very meta.
Yeah.
He's like, Tori, can I be?
One
No.
for Rosko, another one for Rosko. One for Mr. Mark.
Thank you, Werewolf.
Oh, so we have a tie between Mr. Bill and Rosko right
You
now.
traitor, Darren.
Vote for the better
I
Conan.
told you the tits. I told you they can't see past the tits.
If they were voting for the better comic, they'd all have
Mr.
voted for
Mark
me.
voted for Mr. Will voted for a cover with no tits.
It's
What do you say
literally,
to that?
it's literally 1/5 of a woman, and like it's more octopus than it is woman. How does that represent woman in
Mr.
charge?
Mark. We're talking Mr. Mark.
So that's two covers that have been won by not a woman.
We got 3 votes for Rosko.
Honestly, this show, I don't know.
All
I
right,
think
we'll
Cap-
give it a second. If not, Roscoe takes it.
If
Cat
this
might have
show
swung it.
wasn't on my channel, I'd boycott it. I tell you, seriously.
Yes.
If it wasn't on my
All
channel,
right,
I'd
let's
say,
Cap.
guys, you're crazy. I'm out of here. And then I realised it's my bloody channel, and it's I suppose I best come back again for another show. Oh gosh, but
Save the coming for later, please.
Okay.
Roscoe
Here we
it is
have-
then.
Elvira, House of Mystery, who is a school teacher and is in charge of her classroom.
Elvira. All those 12-year-old boys are going to be very happy.
She is a school teacher, which means that she is in charge of her classroom.
She's a
Unless the kids are unruly and have been taking over. It looks like the kids have taken over that class, right?
Yeah, they don't look very well behaved They don't look very well behaved, Ray.
No,
I
they
think
don't.
she's got control.
Ingui for president. Ingui Malmsteen. Cthulhu's what? Cthulhu's mother dresses him funny. That's cool.
That's a great comic.
Yeah.
Dance.
That's Rosko. Is it? Rosko is a dance?
Hey, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, Rosko.
There's Rosko with the paper plane.
That takes him right back to his school days.
Elvira. Elvira's hot.
Elvira Octopus.
She's got boobs. Whatever.
Yeah.
She does?
I can see this round. I'm not even going to bother showing a comic book.
That means you'll probably get a 10, Ray.
We'll move on to the next round and just assume.
Wait, no.
Oh, no, come on. She's in charge. She's a school teacher. And they are in charge of
The kids look as if they're not listening to her.
Yeah.
Well, she is the teacher, so technically she assumes a position of being in charge of
she's
the
assumed the position,
students.
all right.
Oh, yeah, many times.
I remember when I found out about Elvira from a movie.
Mm-hmm.
Was
And
it the
so when you
Elvira
don't
movie?
know what Elvira is, it's like she has this maid and she pulls a mirror out of her tits. It's like, what the fuck?
Oh, wow.
That was one hell of a movie.
Ray does that all the time.
Left an impact. All right. Yeah, you technically don't see her in charge, but that is still Elvira, and that is sexy. I'll give it an 8.
Very fair.
Thank
Very
you.
fair.
Thank you.
For a very
Okay, then.
questionable in charge comic book.
Let's go to Mark.
So this comic book won the award for the best strategically placed steam. You will see here.
Oh, I love strategically placed things in comics. It's hilarious.
Who's in
I
charge?
see she's
The women are clearly in charge in this photograph. Red
No, the
Sonja.
women are having a clam
What
bake.
are they in charge of?
Well, Red Sonja is in charge of the whole harem, as you can see. She's
I don't know.
well,
All I
hang
can
on a
see
minute.
here-
We've got her raising 2 swords. We've had less
Yeah, but
people in
she's
charge.
not like
Your woman was just standing there with the back to the comic. My one is there wielding 2
Yeah.
swords.
But my one was influencing Batman without having to say a word. But you think they're too stupid to pick up the concept. That is just some women. The only thing those women are in charge of is their own hygiene. That's the only thing. That's what's going on there. And Red Sonja just happens
Right
to.
now they're in charge of their own. They're in charge of their own release, Mr.
They're in
Gray.
charge of a bit more than the hygiene. But
They're
anyway.
in charge of their own hygiene, maybe their own pleasure as well. I mean, if you want to go there.
No, they're
Red
in
Sonja's
charge
on
of
the
their
run.
release.
Red Sonja was
Oh,
stolen
boy.
something. She's on the
Roscoe
run.
needs to take a quick break after having seen that cover.
Exactly. Roscoe, you rascal, you. You're not getting your own time, mate.
Little bit of self-control. There's a lot to
Yeah,
be said
come
for
on,
that,
Roscoe.
Roscoe.
I'm glad he turned his camera off anyway. We've got that.
So we've
At
got,
least-
we've got
at
a
least
cover
he's got his
with
camera
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Yeah.
7, 8 women, and
Oh,
they're
there
all
he
in
is.
charge.
That was quick.
Not only are they all in
Roscoe,
charge,
that
was
quite a few of them are charged up.
Roscoe,
Holy
Roscoe,
shit, it's been like 5 seconds.
Roscoe, did you do it twice or so? You've been away for 5 whole seconds. I contend that cover, nice though it is, I don't think it really matches the thing.
I
The
think you might be
the
on
women are in charge of their
Sorry.
own release.
The
And,
woman here does not have 8 tentacles.
No, they're definitely women, but I just don't think they're in charge of anything other than themselves. I mean,
Their release. They're in charge of their release.
They
I love
are.
how Sonya just runs in there about to not come.
Well, how about this then?
Vagina block. Vagina block them.
They're not in charge of their own emotions because they let them get carried away. They're not in charge of their own self-control because
Red
they've lost
Sonja
all
is in
control.
charge.
No.
She's rushing in with 2 swords.
No, Red Sonja is running away from some guards. It's
Oh,
just-
that could be a euphemism.
RE.
Charging you with 2
It's
swords.
I don't.
Nah, not sure for what. I'm gonna have to think about that one. She's literally with two swords. I guess she's very offended by masturbation.
So yeah, exactly. If you're saying that Red Sonja
is in charge,
if you're saying Red Sonja is in charge, is she orchestrating an orgy? Has she gone in there? She started waving. Oh, everyone have an orgy now! Or my swords will whack you in the face. Is that what you're saying?
No, I'll tell you the story, Greyman. So there were some evil men who were in charge of this harem, and
actually, it would only be one man because a harem is only for one man.
Okay, well said. And she has dispatched him, and she has come to free these women from their hardship.
Oh yeah, the hardship of masturbating in a bathtub.
You're
sorry, a baby room.
By the minute.
I hate you, Butler.
Your argument is thinner than my wallet.
His argument is thinner than Man Cave's hair.
Well, the advantage I've got here is this is actually a woman rather than half octopus.
Oh no, I agree with you there, mate. I agree with you there. I'm not.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, she's charging in, so that kind of counts.
Yeah.
No,
she's charging.
Ramen is
she's not really in
Sonya
charge of anything, is she? Now, if she had a speech bubble to yell, "Stop wanking!" Yeah, yeah, that could count.
Yeah,
Rosko. Stop. I mean, I don't know what I would do if I charged in. There's a clam rubbing party in front of me.
Right.
Like, what the fuck? Where have I arrived? So I can see Red Sonja. She's not angry. She's just embarrassed. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Where are all the people supposed to fight? What are you doing?
That cover smells fishier than the octopus cover.
Well, it should smell nice considering they're in the bathtub and they have soap.
Greyman's misbehaving.
That is handy. They can wash immediately afterwards. Just give us an extra day off. I don't care what you do as long as I don't have to see it. All right. Ugh. I don't know. It doesn't look like Red Sonja is in charge. She's charging in, but she's not in charge.
Mm-hmm.
But that art is fantastic.
It is fantastic.
And I love when they conveniently cover the basic comic.
Frustrating, isn't it? Yeah.
It's beautiful. It's hilarious.
It did win best theme.
You got the weirdest shits out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And manga too. It's like you got some inconsistent fog, like right where the crotch is. It's amazing. I love it. You can't get that shit in TV.
No.
All right. I'll give it an 8.
Thank you.
It is very good.
Okie dokie. All right then.
Hornswoggle.
Steamy Bill.
Now when I think clam rubbing party.
Oh, just show another Conan, Bill. You can get a 10.
Not I, sir. I give you
If
the
it's got
woman
boobs,
in charge of the whole Vampyverse
Yay!
with issue number 1.
Yay, some Vampirella.
Yes, a beautiful
Someone else
cover.
But she's not actually in charge of anything.
Most certainly in charge of the situation.
I think that's the most Vampirella has worn.
Wow.
Well, what's she
points.
wearing? I think
she's in
I
charge.
I think the people have just made her up and making fun of her. They've just shoved
Oh,
all things.
Mr. Werewolf, we know your pie's already burned. It's going.
I think she's in charge. I think she's in charge of the worst fashion parade that Dracula ever held.
Yeah.
To be honest.
She's in charge of her own
I
fashion.
kind of like her shoe things.
She's in charge of life and death for several of the folks that she's come across.
Yeah, I don't know,
She's
mate.
in charge.
Look, if you didn't hear that cork being pulled there, you've given Mark to drink with that cover, mate. He's normally such a sober individual, and literally, he's been sober for like 20 years.
A splash of Coke.
This is 20 years since he last had a drink, and you've just driven him to drink with that cover. Poor Mark. He's going to be on the blinking. Row again.
No wonder people pee after alcohol.
There's so many Vampirella covers you could have chosen.
Yes, and somehow I managed to pick the best. I'm with you, Mark. Yeah, I agree.
Could have taken this one, Bill.
You could have chosen one which is actually being in charge of something rather than just standing with a few skulls.
Indeed, she's in charge, sir.
What,
no one challenges her.
The only thing she seems to be in charge there is interior decoration. She's doing it really badly.
My Red Sonja was charging into a room for a harem room, and I was not in charge of anything. Your one is just standing there. What is she in charge of?
She's in charge of her bodily
herself.
Her surroundings.
Yeah.
The situation.
What situation?
Exactly.
The dangerous one that presented itself prior to her taking charge.
She's in charge of the situation where Bill couldn't be asked to get another box out and just went for the same bloody box for the first 5 that he thought he could sham a blinking excuse for. That's what's happened there. It's like low effort Bill again. It's like when it's got kids, Matilda will give it a 10.
Yeah, but great man.
Mr. Will, look at your Instagram later.
Don't fall for it, Matilda.
Also, Mr. Werewolf, I'm disappointed you didn't send me a pussy pic. Very disappointed.
The guts out of that one.
That's my dad. He just heard you.
Exactly. He's like, that cover's so bad, I'm going to cough my guts up.
My dad wouldn't give a shit. You can show him any cover. He's like,
he's going to say, Matilda, that woman is not in charge. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
He wouldn't give two shits.
Werewolf's misbehaving.
You have to admit, he picked like the perfect moment to freeze that. All right, back to this one. That is definitely an interesting looking vampirella.
Isn't it?
And yeah, you can't really tell that she's in charge, and oh boy, that outfit.
She's holding a bloody knife in a skull.
Yes, but I mean, if we saw some minions around her, or dead bodies.
We see skulls around her.
Yeah, someone she's in charge of. Exactly.
Yeah, like warriors or some shit. That would have been a good indicator. I like that. She's just standing there cool looking with all her gear and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But that is cool looking, so I will give it a 7.
All right.
Okie dokie. Right, Rosko, you charming chap. What are you going to show for us now?
All right. I'm going to pull a gray man here, and I'm going to read what it says
Oh,
here.
God, please don't.
In front of everybody.
Stop meddling and buzz off, Flash. I'm doing just fine. And,
oh, right, yeah.
Oh, man, you pulled the worst gray man possible.
Because he's carrying her. She doesn't have to walk, so she's in charge of him, and she's in charge of the Flash, like saying, get the hell out of here, you jerk.
That's what the kids call it.
All right, Bill just showed a woman standing there just a second ago.
No, exactly. No, I'm with you. I'm with you, Rosko.
That's true, Rosko.
She's in charge of the situation. Like you say, that guy is carrying her, so she's obviously in charge of him. She's got him wrapped around her little finger, and she's saying the Flash, back
well,
off.
at least we actually see her face.
Buzz off.
The only thing is, though, you can't see her tits, mate. If she had her tits out, you'll be on a 10 there. But,
her tits are present.
They're present, but they're just not like naked enough for your tastes. We know that, Matilda.
No, I'm good with some perky.
We know what lowbrow stuff, how lowbrow you are. They wouldn't, But no, whatever.
Well, you can suck a clam.
Well, it's an improvement, Rosko, because she hasn't got 8 tentacles.
Hey,
that's such a bad cover. I had to take a break from the show for a minute.
Did you have to go get a real cover for the last round?
I think that coach is called that guy there. The big ugly guy is called Yorkin, I think.
Oh, Mr. Gray, how low are you? You're calling him ugly.
That's not very nice.
Well, he's like. Obviously, he's better looking than Bill, but I mean, he's not.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to give Mr. Bell the handsome award in this
Bill
case.
had longer hair, then there'd be.
It's not a typically dominant pose, though, is it, Rosko?
No, not really.
Being held in the arms of a man doesn't say I am the dominant
man. Held in the arms of a man.
He's like he only has an arm under one knee, and the other leg is just hanging there.
Rayman used to be held like that in prison. I don't know that that's being in charge as much as someone being in charge of you.
Did you say Ray or Gray?
Ray.
Right.
Yes, the secret's out, Ray.
I personally can see that as being a woman in charge. She's like, you can see like she's so in charge that a man is carrying her. You know.
Well, she's so in charge. She's subservient.
I also can see,
at least you see her face.
Mark's argument is also possibly has merit, but yeah. So it's up to Matilda to judge it, really.
Well, I mean, yeah, she's telling him I'm fine, but we don't know if she's actually controlling or in charge of the Hunchback's cousin.
Gray Man's trying to be diplomatic. It's very, very troubling.
I see it.
Hi, Mr. Sleepy Reader. All right. Well, I mean, you can argue she's in charge, but she's just like, she's not even standing there like attack him or something. Just telling the Flash, I don't need your saving. I got the other dude saving me. So technically, she's not even, I'm saving myself, Flash.
Nah.
She's like, I got this other guy to carry me. You can go home. Not much in charge.
He's in charge of the situation.
Some quicksand in that foundation.
She's not even standing on her own. She's got a man holding her.
Sorry, so when Sonia coming in waving two swords, she's not in charge of the situation. But you know,
she's not talking to anybody. She's not sort of saying to anybody.
She's not
there's no one else
commanding
there for her to be
anyone.
in charge of. Is in that one.
She's commanding or standing in a commanding pose with an army around her. Yes, this not so much.
No.
I was thinking in charge could be someone that you're in charge of to be in charge, is what I'm thinking personally.
Yeah, I mean, she's saying
she just said he's saving her. She's not saying she's not commanding her.
I agree with Rosko.
Yeah, I think he's telling her to get out of here. He's like,
exactly.
Well, that's not exactly command. He's like, buzz off. I got this.
She's in charge.
That's a command.
Yeah, don't let them argue with you.
Yeah, but is Flash going to listen to her, or is he going to act independently?
Exactly.
I think he does listen.
If you read the book,
looking at her, I don't think she should listen to herself.
Yeah,
it doesn't look too bright, you know.
No.
I'll give her a 7.
Very fair.
Okie dokie. Well, I'm saying that this woman is in charge because she has relegated the two normal guys on the comic to the background. So that's my argument that she's in charge.
Wow.
So I don't care. Meet the new Batgirl, heroine or villainess. What is her startling secret identity? The $1 million debut of Batgirl. She's large and in charge. She's taken over the cover.
Well, she's charging forward, that's for sure.
And like she's literally relegating the stars of the show to the background. So that's
I consider this.
Yeah, but that's only for one because she's being introduced.
The big book
being introduced. She's not in charge. Batman's still the top guy.
Yeah,
it's true.
Yeah, Batman is.
She's got meet the new Batgirl. But yeah, that's fair enough.
Rayman's just showing off now.
Yeah, that's a big book. That's a heavy hitter.
I thought, yeah, she's in charge of the cover. She's taken over the book for this issue. So that's what I was thinking.
She doesn't really. It doesn't say Detective Comics starring Batgirl at the top, does it? What does it say?
Yeah, they couldn't say.
Well, she's in the front, so she is charging.
No, but
you're just not in charge.
You guys,
You're not in charge.
I'm not going to win, so I don't give a toss. You can just say whatever you like. The jury don't like me. The panel don't like me. Whatever. That's my reasoning. You can take it as you will. To my mind, she's taken over the cover, so she's in charge of this cover.
So if you're on the cover and you're in the front, you're in charge. That doesn't matter. That's it.
That's it.
I believe so. Yeah.
This is his show. That's how I'm guessing.
Mr. Mancave's here. Mr. Mancave's here.
Oh boy.
Hi, Mr. Mancave. I told Mr. Gray to let you on the show.
No, his wife finally let him get into the chat. We know who's in charge in Philadelphia. That's for sure.
All right. So yeah, this one's also. I mean, she's in the front, but she's just being introduced. Not necessarily in charge. She's still got the boys behind her.
Yeah.
About to come into the fight.
Mm-hmm.
But it is nice. I will give it a 7.
Very fair.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
Someone choking in the background?
Choking?
I don't
Say
think so.
choking.
Mr. Gray, but everyone.
Is someone doing what in the background, Matilda?
Nah, it just sounded like someone was choking.
That's what I
That
thought
was
you said.
Roscoe earlier, but he.
I didn't
he
hear
turned
anything.
off his,
Robbery.
Oh.
Rosko, don't suck on the ears.
Oh.
They're supposed to be for your head. All right, we got one vote for Mr. Ray, one for Mr. Bill. Mr. Sleepy Reader, are you voting or are you saying something else?
Who vote for Bill?
Another one for Mr. Ray. One for Mr. Gray.
That girl is not a woman.
Mr. Ray was saying no homo.
The clues in the name.
Another vote for Mr. Ray. Another vote for Mr. Ray. Another vote for Mr. Ray.
No, that's a woman in charge.
She's not in charge.
And she
woman's
hasn't
in
lost the
charge.
marbles. She hasn't lost the marbles.
Damien's biting for you, Gray Man.
That's a wicked cover you got there, Ray.
Another one for Mr. Ray. I think Mr. Ray gets
I think
it.
Rayman's got it.
Yeah, I think Ray got it right.
Criminal.
Thank you.
Absolutely
Thank you.
horrific.
Oh, come on.
Okay.
It's been 9/11.
Come on, Ray. Show us another wicked cover you got here.
Another wicked cover. All right.
Oops.
This
I'm on the
is
wrong screen.
the witch on Wonder Gore Mountain. She is so much in charge. She's got all of the Avengers upside down.
Ah.
Mm.
And is this the point where old Scarlet Witch went bananas?
One of the
See, that one lost the marbles.
Exactly.
And the police is here.
Yeah, that one's a reach.
Yeah, she's reaching.
She's reaching for bananas, I think. Matilda said, right?
No, she's reaching about to touch the not Captain Marvel, Miss Marvel's boob.
Oh, I thought she was reaching for bananas, I thought you said.
Oh, she's a bit too far from any banana at the moment.
Oh, okay.
Well, she's in front of the cover, so according to Greyman, that means that.
Well, she has all of them upside down. That means she's in control of them.
She's control of
They're magic.
anybody.
How do we
Her
know
mountain.
that? How do we know Rayman doesn't have it flipped upside down? Maybe she's the one upside down.
Ah,
And they're all
come on,
just
you
floating, right?
That's how it's supposed to
Now
go.
they're in charge of her. You see that, Grayman? See how the tables have been turned there?
Yeah.
The
It's not very
tables
good
are
art,
turned.
though, is it? She does. It's
I
not
don't know.
great.
It's a pedestrian cover, Matilda. If that's what he wants to go with, that's what he's
Yeah.
got.
She's definitely in charge.
Pedestrian.
Definitely in charge.
It does have the advantage she's not an octopus.
I'll never live this
Again,
down.
Mr. Mark, never look up hentai, whatever you do.
I'm sending you that bookmark.
Roscoe, what have you got to live down? You won that round, didn't you?
He did
I
win
think I
that.
did.
No, you got nothing to live down, have you? You haven't got nothing to live down.
He hasn't anything to live down, mate.
Wait, where? Oh yeah, where are Mr.
You were about to give him a
All right.
7.
Yeah, that looks like a woman in charge. She's got all of them upside down. She's controlling all of them right now. She's reaching to grab a boob.
Okay, we got
That's definitely big dick energy, Asana would say. So I will give this one a 10.
Oh!
Thank you. my dear.
I think Jackson
Thank you.
White has hit the nail on the head when it comes to you, Matilda. Not really in charge, just insane.
I know. I am. Thank you, Jackson.
Okay, then.
Thank you. Thank you.
Mark, let's see your last vote, please.
Hi, Bill.
I'm just in shock after that last score. But
Yes.
Oh, don't be Mr. Mark. I'm worse than
Harley
this.
Quinn, clearly in charge here of the
What?
situation.
I want to know who she's boning. Because that's not Joker. I love how he has a kitty doll that looks like Harley. That's
Yeah,
beautiful.
exactly. And look, he's got a nice bulge in his pants. And
That's quite microscopic.
Where,
Yeah, it is.
How many copies of that do you have, Mark? Of that, Mark?
Yeah, like 30.
We don't need to know what you like, Mark. Thanks for sharing your predilections with us, but we don't need to know.
Look, women in charge. Harley is a strong woman, and
Well,
she's
it's got a doll of a
used the
kitty. I'm already
rehypnol,
pleased.
and she's in charge here. You know, she's written "I love Harley" on his chest. Who's in charge?
No.
Only when he's asleep, though. Is that really being in
Yeah.
charge?
So, hang on, we're not talking about before or after. We've covered this off, Bill.
I don't
You
know.
know, Conan clearly was in charge of Bellet after, he became King Conan in the future. We're not talking about what happened after the story. She's got a large hammer, mate. She probably dealt with this guy with a large hammer afterwards.
Honey, are you awake? No, you're not awake? All right. And she
I'm in
gets out the
charge.
marker, starts drawing on him.
Apparently, according to Naaman, camel toes are not bulges.
And whales are monsters.
That's not a camel toe. That's a flaccid penis.
It doesn't have to be all swords and hammers. Sometimes it's about being psychologically in charge. And who's psychologically in charge of it?
I just want to know: is this a point in the fucked up timeline of DC where Harley is like, "Fuck the Joker, I'm gonna find a new boyfriend"?
Yeah, she's left the Joker ages ago in the comic books.
Okay, but
this looks, I think she's
but
moved
this
on.
looks like it's like from 10 years ago. This comic. So what happened?
It is. She moved on from the Joker. She's sort of playing the
Well,
field.
I mean, this dude looks semi-normal, so I'll give her that. At least it's not Poison Ivy.
I say she's in charge of her own sex life. That's about it.
I'm actually
on that
the
cover.
Joker's
She's in charge of her
worse.
own sex life. I suppose if in a situation if someone else is asleep, then you're in charge because they're asleep. I mean,
isn't that by default, really?
It's very tenuous.
Well, no, that's just her.
Well, tell me, look, there's
a
three.
basic
There's
comic.
a little doll thing. There's a man and the woman. Who's in charge?
Well,
The man comfortable enough to have the doll.
I mean, she is being creepy because she's drawing on him in his sleep.
Yeah, exactly. It's
So-
not normal. It's not normal, is it?
It is Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
It is Harley
I
Quinn.
mean, is
I'd say it's
she
normal
really in
for
charge
her.
though? If he's awake, shouldn't she be doing that when he's awake? If
Right.
she's really in charge.
Well,
She's not in charge,
she's
so she
more,
couldn't.
she's more holding his life hostage, but I guess that counts.
And how many tentacles does she have? She doesn't have enough.
She doesn't know. I agree.
I
The
mean,
major
it's
drawback here is
it's a very
she
cute
doesn't have
cover. I
enough
love it.
tentacles.
I love how he has a doll. That is adorable. I want a doll like that. That is cute. But, I suppose she's in charge of if he lives or dies right
Yes.
now.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not a bright one if he decided to peacefully sleep near Harley Quinn.
True.
But then again, I suppose the sex was amazing.
Could have been.
That might explain why the Joker kept her around for so long. It's not because he's a nice guy.
Or maybe she kept the Joker around.
I don't know. Someone that crazy can't be a good lay. All right, well.
Don't put your dick in crazy. I think that's a very wise word. Very wise word.
Yeah, don't stick
Words
your
to
dick
live
in
by,
crazy.
Grey Man.
Which might be
Yeah,
why
I know.
Miss having trouble getting a date.
Very wise.
Well, once you get on that ride, it's hard to get off. No, I'm just kidding.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that would be for women. I suppose don't sit on crazy.
True.
Yeah.
All right, but still, that is cute. So I
Nah.
will give it a 9.
Ugh.
Thank you.
What?
Okay. Right. Right. Talking of crazy. Right. Bill, you have to
That's
run
me.
this. Is it Bill?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Yeah, Bill.
Who is it next?
Me.
Bill.
Well, then go to
I've
work,
forgotten. Who's
Mr.
next?
Werewolf. I'm not
Who's
holding
Bill?
you back.
Bill. Bill,
It's
take
Bill.
your time because I've got to go to the lavatory.
The Lou?
Yeah, he has to piss again.
The laboratory.
All right. We got a beautiful Lucio Parillo cover for you.
Ah, this
Ooh,
side
I
is
like
good.
Lucia Perillo.
Number
What?
1.
Now
Now
that's
there's-
better.
You
That's
definitely
That's more
see
like it.
that Wendy's in charge.
I gotta agree with Mr. Castle. His latest covers are so fucking dark. You can't see anything properly.
Exactly. But you certainly can with this one. Wendy's got an infected
Wendy?
Patsy tied
Wait,
up.
Wendy?
Wonder Woman.
Ah, I
That's
said
his
Wendy.
nickname
Only
for,
Bill calls her
Matilda.
that.
You know, when she pops round for a cup of tea, he calls her Wondy.
Yeah. Well,
that sounds like a nickname for your dick, Wandy.
No, that's canony. But for this one, Wonder Woman is certainly in charge.
Indeed. Now, that's what I was imagining when I thought women in charge. You see?
Mm-hmm.
That was what I envisioned.
And for anyone that disagrees with us, Matilda, they get that headstone.
That's just saying, hit me again. Nah, I think he's pissed.
Yeah, wrong, Jackson.
The great looking cover.
Much like the entire state of Louisiana, sir, you are wrong.
1D.
1D. I thought you were referring to the Wendy's restaurant bullshit for a second.
Good burgers.
Wendy's.
Square burgers.
I'll take your word for it. I don't think we have it here in Israel. Not that I would.
They're a bunch of square burgers.
They are. That's their gig, right? Being square.
Yeah. Now, no, not yet. Now, this is what I imagined when I thought in charge. And it's Lucio Perello. 10.
10.
All right, 10. We can continue.
Can I see that one? So I missed it. Oh yeah. Yeah.
See, that is what I envisioned when I thought women in charge.
Rosko.
Okay.
All right, Rosko, take your head off your Wendy.
I saved the best for last. Okay. I don't know if anyone can really. I don't think anyone can really
fighting a large octopus.
I don't think anyone could really argue with this one. Okay. But I also
I beg to differ.
I found a typo on this book as well, which makes it even more funny. But anyway,
that means 1 point off.
Action Comics.
Oh, it's Popeye.
And this is a witch that's in charge of Superman to fight Captain Strong. But right here it says,
"Oh look, Popeye in his comic."
Looks like Popeye.
Yeah, he says.
Yeah, he's a Popeye ripoff. Like he said, parody. Right?
You made a bad mistake conjuring up the swab to fight me, witchy. And then says, "'Cause if there's one guy," and instead of that, it says what? So it says, "'Cause if there's one guy, what can lick him?"
That's how Popeye speaks.
No, that's
how Popeye speaks.
They sort of talked that way back
what
then.
Can lick him?
Yeah. There's one guy who can lick him. It's strong.
Because if there's one guy, what can lick him? It's Captain Strong. What can
that's called American.
Well, there's the phrase "lick of sense." So not surprising.
It's the what instead of that Roscoe's talking about. But that's how Popeye.
If there's one guy that can lick him,
Rayman. That's how Rayman would say it. There's one guy what can do it. It's me.
Yep.
There's one guy
what
can do
it. I am.
Yeah. Ray is what he is.
It is what it is.
Anyway,
it's an awful cover.
How
though.
do we know that
all that
is females?
Yeah, it's hard to tell. That could be a warlock.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, with a very thin waist. But it does look like she has boobies, so I think it is a witch.
He does call her witchy, so I think that's the kind of like he actually calls her witchy.
Kind of like Wondy, you know, when you call Wonder Woman Wondy.
It's probably like I'm guessing that like that's a Popeye kind of homage.
Yeah, you have big glasses in America.
The sea hag is like the witch from the Popeye cartoon, so I'm guessing that witchy is a sea hag.
One guy, what can lick him?
Homage, I suppose.
Well, there is the phrase "a lick of sense," so it wouldn't surprise me there's other ones.
Bad grammar.
Yeah, horrible. Yeah.
All right.
Popeye's bad grammar, yes.
Yeah.
She's definitely in charge of Superman. You can't deny that.
I think it's similar, like I can't see what with me blindness, you know, that kind of thing. Probably started in a London ghetto and made its way, that sort of speech, across the pond to America.
Exactly. When all the plebs and ne'er-do-wells left to do whatever crap they wanted to get up to in America, it was like, you know, we can do what we like for a bit. We can Words of the words. Thinking of Bob. There was a word. I can't remember it. We can exploit the natives. We can destroy the land. We can tell them the beads are worth Manhattan.
Hello, Carl Comics.
You wrote this. You wrote this one, didn't you? You definitely wrote this.
All right, now that is definitely a witch in charge of Super. I'm assuming that's a witch. I see some boobs. So yeah, she does fit, and she is definitely in charge. I will give this one 9.
Yeah,
I do like the Popeye ripoff.
Sweep your chimney. What with me brooming, old governor? See,
Strong.
there's another way out how they did it. That's where it came from.
What was that, Bill? Was that Swahili?
A last minute change. Do we have a swap?
I'll go with this. Right, so we're going to have a Fantastic Four. Charisma commands. Death to the Invisible Girl. So basically, there's this character here called Charisma who is using her charisma to control.
And she's dressed in purple. I like it. That's why I love how Sue's pants ripped. It makes no fucking sense.
Well,
Why
women's clothing is naturally weak to men's clothing. You'll always find that women's clothing will rip so much easier than men's will for some reason. I don't know what it is. Different material they use or something like that.
That must be it.
Different fibers.
Well, I mean, you know how impatient we are. We want it off immediately.
It's like Bill's always getting ladders in his stockings, just the way it happens,
Stockings are meant to be ripped.
Well, yeah, that's what Bill says.
So is Sue in charge since she's in the front?
No, the woman is in charge. The one behind.
That's what Bill says when the police are frisking him. Stockings are meant to get ripped.
I tell him, Gray Man says you're supposed to rip the stockings off, sir.
Bill says, "What do you mean, no cavity search?"
So Sue's in charge because she's in the forefront of this comic book, right?
Now the lady behind is in charge.
I don't get it.
That is definitely a lady.
I like how you listen to me and harken back to what I said 3 comics ago. On that particular comic, my argument was that she was in the foreground, so she was taking over the comic book and being in charge for that cover. Okay, fair enough. You guys didn't buy it. Didn't like it. They didn't like that argument, but you can't then return that argument on this comic book. Which
Who
is
said I didn't like the argument? Did you pull the panel, sir? Who says I didn't like that argument?
Charisma commands death to the Invisible Girl.
So someone's in charge of this one, I guess, is what I'm gleaning from the explanation, Matilda. Could be the thing.
Okay.
It could be Sue.
I'm not contradicting myself. I'm making a different argument from a different comic book with there's different things going on this comic book.
He's contradicting himself.
I don't know how hard you hit your head when you got out of bed this morning. Try and understand the concepts that I'm talking about here. There's different things, different stuff going on. Just because she's in the front of this comic book doesn't mean she's in charge of the comic book.
But you said that if person in front of the comic book was in charge in your last time.
I recall that as well, Mark.
Appearance, and that was my argument for that cover. For this cover, I have a different argument. This woman in the background here is.
So it's
you're in the background
at the back who's in charge.
No, it's different covers, guys. Don't pretend that you're stupid just to play more wind up.
They're very confusing, Matilda.
Default setting. Come on now.
Wow.
If you're in the background, you're in charge, I guess, is what I'm
different covers have different arguments. It's not a hard set rule for every single comic book.
Charles in charge of our days and our nights, Kelly.
I lost you.
Yeah, of course I changed my argument to suit the cover. Obviously, I changed my argument to suit the cover. Obviously. That's the same argument for every single cover. That would be stupid.
Obviously.
That would be stupid. Have a look at yourself,
really?
Jackson.
You don't fucking say.
Obviously. What's wrong with you?
Mr. Gray, are we done? I started already thinking of Niall Sellis while you were bitching.
He's all wound up, Matilda.
While everyone's ganging up on me, I'll continue to protect my corner, Matilda. You just jump in with a score anytime you like, mate.
Well, if you're not done yet, then there's no point. I can't get above your voice. I'll dream about boys in the meantime. A particular one specific.
True.
All right. Yeah, well, I'll go back to my daydream later.
It's not fun for me. I'm telling you more. It's not fun for me, mate. Seriously.
The woman behind the Charisma Lady is definitely in charge. Yes. See, now that's where we can see the influence of the woman. Not like with Talia Al Ghul.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to go there.
Yeah, don't go there. But yeah, this was very nice. I love her outfit, and we definitely see the boobs. So I will give this one, I mean, for convincing him to kill Sue, who he loves, I will give it a 9.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, jury. It's time for you to vote like twats again. Go on.
That's why you get the
worst
votes all
cover.
the time, Mr. Grant.
The worst cover of this round, like you normally do. Whichever one's got the biggest tits on it, basically. Just vote for that one, yeah, guys? Because that's your level, yeah?
All right, we got one vote for Mr. Bill.
If you guys can finish salivating for 5 seconds without dribbling on your keyboards, perhaps type in the name.
Another vote for Mr. Bill. Another vote for Mr. Bill.
Unfortunately.
For Norman. For Norman.
Mr. Bellerog, hi.
That's for Norman.
Gray.
That was possibly the best cover anyway. That was a good cover. That was
a good cover. Yeah.
I just looked up the first appearance of this guy though, Captain Strong.
First, one for Mr. Mark, one for Mr. Ray, another one for Mr. Gray.
I think Ray's a pretty strong one as well for this round. She's definitely in charge of lots of people.
Yeah, she's got them hanging upside down. All right, if no one breaks it, then you pissed off Mr. Damien. Okay, so Mr. Bill's in the lead currently. Unless someone breaks it, oh shit. Host. I don't know what he means.
Host, it means grey man.
Yeah. Don't play coy, Sleepy Reader. You come back every week. I'm always slagging off the jury. There's still 11 people. There's 11 people here before I started slagging the jury off. There's still 11 people here. You bitches love it. Don't bloody lie. You're like, oh, Gray's been mean to me again.
All right, it looks like Mr. Bill gets the extra 3 points.
Slags. All right. That's the end of the show, I believe. Anyone got anything coming up on their channels that they wish to discuss? Mention?
I do.
Nope.
Roscoe, what's happening on your channel, mate?
I got something really cool. Monday, if you go follow me, my channel's Geek Out with Rosko. This Monday at 8:30 p.m. on Between the Lines, we are going to have Kyle Stram, the artist from Twig, on with us, and so I'm excited for that. It's going to be a good time. So I don't know if anyone read Twig, but that was an awesome book. It just came out last year. Okay. It was like one of my top reads of last year, but
never heard of Twig.
Yeah, he's a really cool.
Scotty Young, isn't it?
Huh?
Scotty Young.
Yep, Scott Young. Yeah, Scotty Young. Yep. Him and Scotty Young did it, but Scotty Young wrote it and he did the artwork. But,
okay.
Yeah, he's really cool. So yeah, I'm excited for that. And I just dropped a video, an AOK that I just got from Ty Locks the Mighty. He sent me some Rocco's Modern Life stuff. So
him of the long hair in the back, right?
Yep. Yeah, the mullet man himself.
Mm-hmm.
Hey guys, check out Mark's interview that he did with there's a guy who's trying to get some money for his quick Kickstarter. What's the name of that comic, Mark?
So there's a guy we met at the London Comic Mart. He's called Mark Hutchinson, and he has got a comic on Kickstarter called The Spirit Tracers. If you go to my channel, I do an interview with him. I think he's well worth backing. I think it sounds really cool. Interesting.
And it's not expensive either. I was like, I can't afford it. It looks good. I can't afford it. I looked at it and I was, only £7 and I get a comic. Oh, screw it. So I supported it as well. I backed it as well because it looked very interesting. And I asked Jackson Roy Kirk to put my link for my new channel.
I already wasted my money on my
all the rest of the jury, they're all against me. The bastards. But anyway, yeah, check out my new channel, Greyman Reacts, so you can see me reacting to rubbish. Basically, if you want to see me reacting to Star Wars,
yeah, thanks, Jackson. Yeah, unfortunately, there are two of us named Mark in the UK.
And calling it Star Trek all the way through because I'm an idiot. Then go to my Greyman Reacts channel so you can see that. That's that's the kind of level of reacting that I do on that channel.
Well, I subbed you up, sir.
Where is the link, Mr. Gray?
I thought Jackson was going to put it in there. But
Mr. Werewolf, start watching the bloody stream news.
I don't think I've made Jackson I can't remember if I made Jackson a what do you call it or not. I think Werewolf.
No, you didn't.
What's the thing Bob called?
Darren is a moderator.
You didn't give him
moderator,
a
that's
wrench.
the word, moderator, yeah. That's right. I was going to make Jackson a moderator, but then I realised he's a bum and a cad and a bounder, and I was like, no, I'm not making that guy a moderator. Like he's like, it's always mean to Bill, which is fair enough, but you know, they're both as bad as each other, so I wouldn't trust either. So anyway, let's go to Matilda for the for her final decision. Give me a chance.
Well, send us a link later, Mr. Gray.
Yeah, so, you know, I do those community posts. No, I don't think anyone sees. Does anyone ever see my community posts?
You gotta understand, Mr. Gray, they don't send it to you in the notifications.
No, my community posts with no likes and no comments. Every single time I do a community
I'll go
post,
like it.
bugger all. Like, I just don't think YouTube shows them to people. I don't think so.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. They don't show that stuff.
Do they? The community tab is like I might as well just go into the gents and write on the wall. If you're looking for a good time, sub up to the Grey Man. You know what I mean? It's like
there you go.
Here you go, Mr. Gray. Let's go like.
Good idea, mate. Good idea.
Yeah.
Here, I left you a like, Mr. Gray, on your post, so you won't be sad.
You found it. Okay, you found it.
I'll give you a dislike.
They're easy to find, Mr. Gray. Just YouTube doesn't let you know you posted it.
Exactly. They don't share it with people. It's like, what's the point?
Yes, and it's only if people go to your community and look, then they'll see it.
Exactly. It's crazy.
It's YouTube. Well, Susan's gone, but we can still call them bullshit. All right, I have a book haul for next week and a video about Fight Club.
If you're a twat, sub up the Grey Man.
The book. So if anyone wants to check that out, that'll be posted next week.
What's the first
the week after that?
What's the first one of Cover Slingers? Nobody speaks about Cover Slingers. That's the first one.
Yeah. No one wants to.
That's true.
No one speaks about Cover Slingers. Try and get them speaking about Cover Slingers, but no one does.
We have one tie this week, gentlemen. Oh, and for the week afterwards, I'll have a Watson video.
Cool.
That British bastard.
That Scottish bastard. He is a little bastard, though. He tried to eat my rose.
I don't blame him. I would too.
That little bugger. All right. Well, then you're a bugger too, and an asshole. Is. That's what I call him. My little British asshole. Well, Scottish.
Yeah, well, no one says that about Grey Man. Not after his days in prison. Yeah.
They say enormous. They say big. Big bastard, that Grey Man.
All right, let's get the scores before we get too many prison time stories from Mr. Gray. All right, we have one tie this week, I already said, so let's start. Fourth place this week with 42 points is Butthole Mr. Gray.
Oh.
Gray Amazing!
With prison stories.
There you go, Rosko.
Thank you, jury. Thank you, jury.
Wow.
I'm not last.
Mr. Gray.
You're all
well
number
done,
one.
Yeah, you're all number one.
I think it might be you and me next, Rosko.
All right. Ready?
No.
Third place this week with 43 points is Mr. Mark and Rosko.
Hey! Oh, yeah!
Right. Mark's been taking.
Suck on a pie, Mr. Werewolf. I'll go with my own bloody pace.
Mark was taking note. What? Is that another one from Limey? That's two from. Yeah. Thanks, Werewolf.
Let's go,
thanks
Ray.
for that one.
Let's go, Ray. Let's go, Ray.
Ray.
No,
has it.
Bill.
All right.
Mispronouncing it, Roscoe.
Oh.
Second place
Ray.
this week
Ray.
with 48 points is Mr. Bill.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
place this week with 52 points is Mr. Ray.
Hey.
There he is, Ray.
I need to get some more little video clips. I'm just going to use this one because Ray's won again.
You dirty old man.
I like that.
Okay, thanks everybody.
Ray is
Wait, we gotta pick the next team. Where are you going?
Yeah, cool.
Second teacher's favorite after
Exactly.
How about train covers?
We've done trains. We can do them again. Do we do
No,
again?
you already did train covers?
Trains, yeah.
How about stagecoach covers?
Ooh, that's a
stagecoach cover.
How many people got stage? I don't think I've got a single stagecoach.
Okay, how about western covers?
That'll do.
There he is, the British bastard.
Oh, there he is.
I see three of them on screen right now, Matilda.
This one's the cutest.
That's true.
I have to do it on my other laptop here, actually, because I'm using this.
Is enormous, Matilda.
Yeah.
Okay, well, do you want to do it? Just let us know.
Yeah, I'll hold it up.
All right, go, buddy.
That is a big cat.
Yes.
All right, we can see that.
All right.
Crash it is.
Yeah, we'll keep it at this first spin because it takes a bit longer, this one. So first spin.
All right, Crash.
Crash covers.
So what would we count as Crash, Mr. Gray?
Car crash. Something's crashing through a wall.
Is there a character called Crash Bandicoot?
Yeah.
All right, so anything with the crash or even the word crash in it, then yes?
Yeah, speech bubble saying crash, word effect, whatever.
That could work.
Crashing. Crashing, smashing, bashing, thrashing. Yeah. Cheers for watching, everybody. Even though you all suck.
Crashing, bashing, smashing.
I'll be back next week for more great arguments that are ignored by all you dweebs and plebs out there.
Yeah, I thank you for having me. As long as I beat Gray, I'm happy.
It's not hard.
I've still got higher than third.
As long as Bill doesn't win.
It's me against the rest of the world. It's not hard to beat me, Mark. Come on now.
Bye, everyone. Have a great weekend.
Cheers, everybody. Let's have a little bit of Grey Man song. Let's have a dance off as we go. Come on, guys.
Have a amazing day. Have a
amazing day. Have a amazing day.
Already.
Mr. Mike,
Mark gave the double barrel.